Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Missouri State Bears. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Pocket bringing down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Back to throw, it's Bullock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. The Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Turning on the Jets. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The toss to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end. Missouri State holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. To the air, it's Bullock. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He wants to change this route. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets away from one. He's got space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Makes the grab. It's Wilkerson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To throw, it's Bullock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The play-action fake. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. Here's a heat. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense had to have it. You've got to get off the field quickly and give it back to your offense. When you're trailing by this many points, you can't be on the field long and allow the opponent to bleed the clock. So really nice job up front winning, getting home, getting the sack, now setting up 4th down. Now let's see if their offense can start chipping away at this lead.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So here comes the Bear offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Missouri State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Grabbed in the middle, it's Finley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too.
Running free. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Guys, this freshman quarterback has had some struggles. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on third. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this offense, unfortunately, finishing like they've played all game long, struggling to put points on the board. Another turnover here late in the football game, and I think people are starting to go ahead and exit the aisles and take on off out of here.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Under fire. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this...
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here we go. On 4th down, going to the air. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Catch in the middle. It's Birch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.